tail of the tape for this Bellator MMA interim welterweight world title fight between Michael Venom Page and Logan Storley. 79-inch reach compared to 71.5. Obviously, Logan Storley doesn't want to get into a fist fight with Page, but he's going to have to get past that length, which is not easy.
Gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves again, let's do it now. Mike. Where's my cue guy? You good? You good? Are you ready? Ready? Go.
They get it on. We all know what Storley wants to do, what he needs to do, and we know where MVP wants to be. Now it plays out in front of us. Listen to this crowd. Storley biting up a lot of the feints. He's got to be a little bit more relaxed. MVP doing a good job of pressing Storley's back towards the cage. Not to feel comfortable just shooting off of there. Really proactive start from MVP, who is a supremely good judge of distance. Storley looks for that takedown. If he gets the takedown, you're going to hear the biggest boo over a takedown ever, but this is where Storley is remarkable. His wrestling translates so well in the cage. He switches from one technique to another, and eventually catches his opponent behind. Storley made it absolutely clear to us he doesn't care about the crowd. He could care less about the booing. Beautiful. Carried right over onto his back. MVP has to stay active, has to try and get back to his feet. And that is the big moment. MVP has to be in that position where he does not accept the ground.
Flip that ear, Michael.
He's got to fight his way through all of this. The more that he can make Logan Storley have to try to wrestle and pull him in, use those arms, the more tired Logan will also get. Storley has a hold of those legs, though. In these moments.
Don't grab that cage.
And this is where that cage makes such a difference, because it's a balance point for Michael Page right now. Logan Storley, if the cage wasn't there, would be running it backwards right onto his back. He can't do that because of the cage. But now he's able to at least pass that arm. You see his head past the arm of Michael Page, closer to taking the back. Full-time Division I All-American wrestler Logan Storley. Incredible high school record and beyond.
Grab that cage. Grab that cage.
Back to his feet for now. One of the things with the length of MVP, when you see Logan starting to elevate, you see MVP actually able to keep his feet straight to the ground. That adds a bit of friction. He's a difficult person to just pick up. You already touched on it, but MVP fully expecting to be taken down. There's no surprise in any of this. It's how he deals with it. It is exactly it. You can take a look. He's being out-wrestled, but he hasn't in any way taken any damage for all this time that Logan Storley has put out a lot of energy in keeping him down or keeping him in that clinch position. He told us he viewed significantly more than one takedown per round. Logan Storley to get the win, to try and grind MVP down. So much at stake here for both men. Nice heavy shots to the body by MVP, but they are just arm punches because there's no ability for him to use his legs and hips to put more power on.
25 seconds! 25 seconds!
Stay busy if you want this position.
You described it as ultimately trying to drain Storley's power bar, but that's what Storley's trying to do to him. The crowd don't like it. As I said, Storley could care less. If you're Logan Storley, you just stick to your game plan. You know the route to victory. It's not an easy one, but you know what you have to do is stick with it. Well, Storley got the takedowns that he needed. The end of that opening round.
Behind the black line, Michael.
Michael Venom-Page
round two.
just one of the most relaxed athletes you've ever seen. Someone just yelled up at him over us, the side of the cage, and he said, don't worry, it's coming. Stay calm. Well, it's not on his face. He's so right when he says, look, he could win 24 minutes of the fight, it doesn't matter, I'll still finish it. And he has that ability, he's that dynamic, he's that explosive, and he has that kind of power. So he's right, Logan Storley, every time is a good shot. Every time Logan Storley comes off of that stool at the beginning of a round, he's got to face the new guy. He even found time for that little touch of trademark mockery. And Logan is showing you right now he's a little bit flustered with the style of the MVP. He's not sure when to shoot. The timing and the range is a little bit off. And that's because of the length and how fast Michael Page is. Yeah, success on your feet against Neiman Gracie is one thing, right? It's totally different. Not that Neiman doesn't have some stand-up, but it's completely different than what we're seeing out of Page. That was a nice little check hook inside by Page. Storley letting his hands go. In Storley's area of the cage. Round two at the moment in Michael Venom-Page's. And he's throwing those feints. He's looking to measure Storley. So mobile. He changes the distance in the fight in a flash. That's what makes it look right there instead of work by Logan Storley to catch the leg. Now that he's in this position, you know Logan Storley said, I'm not letting go of this. Starting to get that leg straight. That's going to help him get that takedown. Page trying to display his legs a little bit.
Stay busy, guys.
But he can't put too much weight on to Logan. That's going to help Logan take it down. Question is though, what can Storley do from here? As Page has had a good opening for this second round.
Put some angle on that elbow.
A little warning there about the angle of that elbow. Can't go straight down, it can't go 12 to 6. All you need to see is an arc. Any arc makes it legal. Logan Storley trying to be a piece of Velcro right now. He is trying to stick to MVP. Right now, MVP wants to let go of the head. You don't want to have that head. It's not going to help you. He can actually take his arms and reach it around. That's not going to help him. He wants to reach his arm actually inside of Logan Storley's arms and use his body to create a pressure on his grip. Smile on his face here, Michael Venom-Page. Page did a nice job of getting his back up against the cage. Storley took him into that open mat area.
Come on, you see, you're busy on top.
You're constantly telling him to stay busy on top.
Well, Logan Storley is basically saying, what do you think I'm doing? He's trying to stay busy. He just took him back down.
But what he's not doing,
And this is his chance. Take a look at how he's lacing the arm. He's got the right arm of Michael Page laced so he can open up with his left hand. You see Michael trying to reach over with his own left hand to block it. That's the only thing he has to block. The ability of Logan Storley to punch him in the face right now.
closing seconds.
He's got his hand free.
The second round. Can Storley do any damage here?
Look, I got to give that to Storley again. Page had his little moments in the stand-up, but nothing that was that effective with the more effective use of the cage, and everything came from the grappling from Logan Storley.
Those words of Michael Venom Page, I only need a second. To start to ring around your head at this point. Let's take a look at Don's scorecard, just to confirm.
And the fact that Page is willing to still do that type of technique tells you the confidence that he has in what's occurring in this fight. Big time elbow strike by Michael Page.
This is where he's so good. Felt like he could have done more against Douglas Lima, determined to do it here. Starting to warm to this task.
Notice how, see how Logan Storley is moving with every feint. MVP knows he's got him fighting on those.
That would normally have him licking his lips.
He's looking for Storley to shoot. He wants to bring that right hand. That's what you can't do. You can't go over the top of Logan. Everything should be coming either towards horizontal with it or up.
Olympic like Storley clings onto it. And that success that he's having on his feet is just sporadic.
It is. I mean, he's having it, but it's momentary. And then all of a sudden, everything switches over to the grappling, and it overtakes the amount of striking that we have.
Busy on top, Logan.
But I am very impressed with how much trouble MVP has given Logan Storley as far as actually putting his back to the canvas. Storley has worked really hard at trying to get Page flat on the canvas, and it has just not worked out for him.
That's one of the remaining questions. How much has that hard work taken out of Storley? For little reward.
Guys, I need to see a little bit more.
Telling Storley he needed to see a bit more from him. Got MVP in defensive mode here though, and that's exactly where he wants him.
Storley's trying to show that he's busy right here. He's got his leg entwined over the right leg of Page, keeping him from being able to make it to a standing position. Now he can actually get himself up. That's why you see Storley trying to kick that leg free. Storley working really hard right here.
MVP does get to his feet. leveraging those elbows.
Might make a difference here with the referee starting to get closer.
It's also music to Logan Storley's ears, though. If they're booing him, he must be doing something right.
Stay busy, stay busy. I'm going to separate you.
Fascinating to hear that constant dialogue. Stay busy, stay busy.
Logan working hard, trying to take the legs away. Page doing a great job. Notice that third point with his hand being that brace. That's 4 points of contact when you're talking about his back against the cage and everything. That makes it very difficult to move him.
Shaking his head. Michael Bennett Page. Storley is doing just enough at the moment.
Break. Fight. Let's go, guys.
Well, the good news for MVP is they start on their feet. Rounds in the bank, though, for Logan Storley. 3 of them on Big John's scorecard, with which it's very hard to argue.
And each round has started just like this, with MVP winning, you know, the first portion of the round. He's doing great when he's on his feet. Obviously, like we knew, he's obviously the more dynamic striker than Logan Storley.
Great right hand, and Storley took it.
Took that well, but we'll see how much it hurt him.
Again, bites on those feints. That's it. Right in the middle, followed by a right hand, putting the shots together now, MVP.
That straight attack, horizontal, that's a good attack. Anything straight in the middle is great.
He is uniquely elusive on his feet. Is he just starting to turn the tide here? Storley still stands in front of him.
Said that Storley needs at least 5 takedowns in this fight to win, because he can't go a whole round standing with MVP. We'll see if that's true.
Really clean shot. His accuracy is just something else.
It's part of what makes him special. He is so accurate with his shots. He knows exactly where he wants to go, and he puts it on target.
Just sense him backing Storley up here now. For the first time, Storley's a little bit tentative.
Notice the flinching. You see the feint that MVP sets up. You see Logan, he's biting on him. He is worried about those shots coming. He's trying to figure out his timing on when he can drop levels and get into MVP.
A much better round. It's exactly where MVP wants it. But remember, 3 rounds down, he has to do serious damage.
And part of this might be, after those 3 rounds, Logan Storley's arms might be really tired, heavy. So he's telling himself, I need to get a little bit of a break with my arms. I'm going to try to stand up here.
Looking for that one explosive moment. That jab's a great punch from Michael Bennett Page.
After that flying knee there, Storley came in just a little off target. canvas.
Longer on their feet in
busy
this
there,
round with
Logan.
Page doing
Yes, they
damage.
were.
He's trying to do just enough here, Logan Storley.
He's landing little strikes. He's trying to get Page to move, but it has been impressive. Page has been able to keep his back. He's been on the canvas with his butt, but his back is really not. And that is really impressive when you're talking about against a guy like Logan Storley.
10 seconds to go in the penultimate round here.
Break. That's right, you ready? That's right, you ready? Let's
MVP
fight.
needs a massive final round. He certainly needs to win this final round
Yes.
to give himself any chance on the cards. With a tantalizing prospect with him is that anything can happen on the feet. There's a final knee from Page. We gave Storley a chance.
I love the fact that he went for it, but you look and you go, you put yourself in that position for him to take you down. Now you're fighting him off again.
Now it becomes a matter of real urgency for MVP. He has to get back to his feet.
Boy, Logan Storley is working hard. He's trying to lift
Go, guys, stay busy for
MVP
me,
up.
Logan.
He's been changing angles. MVP has done a great
Keep
job
working.
of styling a lot
Keep
of the
working from your
wrestling
position.
excellence of Logan Storley.
Storley starts to sense that if he keeps him down here, if he keeps doing
more,
what he
guys,
is
a
so
little bit
good
more.
at,
I'm gonna stand
and
you up.
works hard enough, it's going to be his fight.
Go.
The weight of Logan Storley on MVP's back here as he tries
Go,
to get
guys.
back to his feet.
This is what the grappling arts is. You're able to control a guy's body position and make it to where all those years, all that training, all that skill, they can't use against you based upon where you put them on the ground.
Do something with your position.
There's the total strikes landed so far.
Don't grab that cage, Michael.
Michael needs to dig that left arm in. It's too
Don't
late
grab
now.
that cage.
Looking for a position for it.
In the center of the cage.
Has him in the center and on his back.
Stay busy from here.
He has worked tirelessly throughout this fight to try to get this position. Let's see what he can do.
Desperate situation now for Michael Page. Trying to join the real roll call of British MMA legends tonight. And right now he is being ground down by Logan Storley. Storley is so clever,
Keep
John,
working.
getting into the right position and working hard enough.
Oh, he's working very hard right now. Looking in his corner there. Cage just doesn't have the submission game that Storley has to fear in this position.
There's a minute left.
Big time shoulder pressure. There's a lot there right now.
Storley made that point this week. He said no one attacks that shoulder like I'm going to.
That's good work.
What a display this is from Logan Storley. I know it's not what this crowd came to see, but what will
I'll leave you here. You stay busy.
What technique.
Gotta work. Good time, guys.
Always had to turn it into a wrestling match, and that ultimately is what Logan Storley has done, and he has surely done enough.
Break.
And he knows it too, and I think MVP does.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go now to your three judges at cage side. Your first judge, Brian Miner, scores the fight 48-47. He scores the fight for Storley. Your second judge at cage side, David Leatherby, scores the fight 48-47. He sees the fight for Page. Your third and final judge at cage side, Michael Bell, scores the fight 49-46 for the winner. By split decision, now the interim Bellator Welterweight World Champion, Logan Storley.
Justice is surely done as Logan Storley sinks to his knees to celebrate. Scott Coker puts the belt on him. He is the interim welterweight world champion. A great display of what he is so good at. He fought his way and he got the win, and we can hear from him now. He's with Big John.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the winner and now interim welterweight champion of the world, Logan Storley. Logan, I know that was a grinding fight. It wasn't the fight that maybe the fans always want to see, but you couldn't stand with a guy like MVP for a whole fight. You had to go to what was your game, and that is wrestling, and that's what you did.
Hey, thanks for having me, London. I appreciate it. Boo me all you want. That guy's talented. Nobody stands with him. Look what happens when everyone stands with him. So don't boo me. Don't boo me for winning. We'll see you on your way out.
Talk to me about what it was like to be with a guy that is that elusive and that difficult to judge the distance with.
I've trained with a lot of people, but I've never felt that speed and distance. It's the most awkward, and he's so athletic. He changes. He's playing basketball in the middle of the ring and hitting you at the same time. But I saw shots, the big ones kind of coming. I got my head down, so I never took any. Clean on the chin. Maybe in the second he hit me on the side, but that guy's unbelievable, and I had to do what I had to do. So, you know what? Boo me all you want, but I'm a world champ.
There's nothing to boo. You put on an outstanding performance of showing what wrestling can do and the grappling arts can do and taking someone out of their game. Who is it, if Yaroslav Amosov cannot make it back in time for another fight for you, who is it that you believe should get a shot now at this interim title?
Jason Jackson's a teammate of mine and good friend. And, if him and Lima end up fighting, then I'm going to have to, fight the winner. It's for a world championship, it's business, but Jason's one of my guys. And Sanford MMA, thank you guys, I love you. But business is business, and I respect the hell out of Jason, but if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. We're prize fighters.
Well, I want to tell you congratulations on winning that belt, that interim title.
And hey, South Dakota, I know you guys went through a bad storm last night, so my prayers and thoughts are with you guys. And everyone back home, what's up? Webster, South Dakota, the belt's coming home, baby.
Give it up for the Storm, Logan Storley.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.